So today we're going to transform this nightstand that was destined for the trash can into this beautifully remade nightstand using the same base. I just want to also thank everybody for getting me to 1,000 subscribers. I know I haven't been consistent with my videos, but I greatly appreciate it, and I'm going to keep producing more videos. Let's go ahead and get started with the disassembly of the old nightstand. First, I'm just going to take off the front of the drawer as well as the bottom panel. This whole drawer construction was put together with dowels. The side panels are real wood, and I'm going to keep the side and the back panel. I'm just going to go ahead and replace the drawer bottom, and then I'm also going to replace the drawer front. I have a single piece of white oak that is wide enough and long enough that's going to make the drawer front as well as the tabletop. I guess I lost the video of showing me cutting the drawer front, but you can see me assembling the tabletop. That's about a 12-inch wide board. I'm attaching two of them together to make a rough size of 24-inch top. I just used some 1/4-inch dowels to attach that together. I didn't want to use a lot of glue and have squeeze out, so I used some dowels for extra security and just a light bead of glue. I've been using my doweling jig a lot, and I love it. I'm not going to have a link in the description for it or anything, but if somebody wants to know what it is, I think it was the Dowel It jig or something. Anyway, it works great, and it's a lot cheaper than the Festool Domino. So again, that one piece of white oak board was long enough and big enough to use for the top and the drawer. I've had it lying around the shop for quite a while. It was left over from a previous project. So anyway, this nightstand, again, I was just going to throw it away, and I was like, well, I always build stuff, but obviously building your own furniture is time consuming, so I figured in this situation I would just try to turn a piece of old furniture into something new and modern looking. I still like the base, the legs look nice, but the top was horrible and the drawer was horrible, so I just upgraded it, upgraded the colors, remade the tabletop, and I think it looks fantastic. So after that top piece is clamped up, I'm going to go ahead and let it dry overnight, and then I'm going to cut it down to its final size. As I do with most of my projects, I'm going to put a chamfer on the edge of this top piece. I usually use a chamfer or a round over. I've been fond of the chamfer lately. Now, just to point out, you can see that the base of this is black. I painted it with chalk paint, so I didn't have to sand off the finish that was already applied to this piece. But I did go ahead and paint over that in a white paint that was had a little more shine to it. Chalk paint ends up being pretty flat. I mean, I suppose you can get a glossier chalk paint, but anyway, I wanted to use my traditional white paint that I use. Now, I didn't show myself sand or stain or polyurethane the top, but I did use Minwax from Espresso, and I also used a Minwax gloss wipe-on poly. Now, I'm just lining up the top here to attach it to the base via the existing pocket holes that were already in this piece. Now, I think this piece turned out great. Again, I was literally gonna throw it away. It was in the basement. It was just kind of, it was being used, but not really. It was kind of out of sight. There was a few things in the drawer, and I was cleaning the basement, and again, I was just gonna throw it away, but I just think, there's some stuff that it's nice to build from scratch, and then there's other things that it's so time consuming to build completely from scratch. So I just decided to take this piece and see if I could reinvent it into something that actually looks more modern and nice and has some real wood in it. And I think, again, this turned out great. I didn't show a few of the pieces, but I did explain them. See the drawer there? I didn't show me cutting that drawer piece and getting the handle and attaching that, but that's just one piece of wood. It's pretty simple. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.